Well, the problem that people are having is they just don't know what to believe.
And that's the problem. So we're making it really simple for people. Stop listening to 3/4 of them because they're lying.
You know what? Even if it meant stop listening to us, I would say that too.
Yes.
If you could survive this in a positive manner, and if even listening to us you're not sure, then stop listening to us. Stop, but in the same sense, stop listening to everybody else too.
Right.
Just listen to your heart, listen to your intuition, listen to your connection with Father. And that's what's going to change the world.
The only thing we're asking you to do is to listen to Father at this time. And if that's too hard for you to do, then maybe you're not ready.
Yeah, and I don't know. See, sometimes we just click on the MP3 recorder, and these are the kind of conversations we have all the time. I mean, we just had a huge conversation with Ryan about subjects related to this, and how frustrated he is that these things haven't happened sooner, and he has every right to feel that way. But you have to know something about despair, and I'm going to tell you this. If you continue to allow despair to work its way into your heart, it'll weave and dodge, and you feel justified being upset because the system sucks, right? And you're right, it does suck, and it needs to become a better place, and it will. That's something that I want everyone to understand, that the good days are right around the corner. I know, because of all the brainwashing, all the manipulation, all of the misinformation. They have gotten you to a point where you just can't believe anything. It's like the boy who cried wolf over and over and over again. And now, someone comes along and says, hey, the boy who cried wolf, he's really crying wolf now. And they're like, we don't care. We don't believe you. We don't believe them. And that is all part of the plan of what they were doing, was to disparage everybody and have everyone all fighting and infighting, and that you couldn't believe anything. Remember the CIA quote? When we get to a point when people don't know what the truth is, we know we have done our job. Right. Because they can't stand on truth. It has to be lies. So even the information you're getting now, you're not getting the real story. You're getting kind of the watered down, happy version. Now, a lot of these darker beings know that they can continue to say things and people will believe them. But they are trying to pollute your minds to eventually turn you away from the good system. And they're going to take as many souls as they can with them during this whole process. So you have to be aware of this stuff, okay? Don't believe anybody if that's what it takes. Don't believe anybody. And if that includes us, fine. Because we want you to save your soul. We want you to connect with Father. We've already told you that. We're biased. We believe in Father. We know that all of this, Father is going to win. Father has already won. It's just a matter of him trying to deal with some nasty beings still on this planet trying to control crap that they have no business, no bloodline, or no understanding in order to do it, and they're trying to figure out how to make hay out of all this so that they can land on their feet gracefully and bow before Father and say, see, look at all the souls we brought to you. But the problem is they never mentioned Father. They called him Source. They never gave him first billing. And I'm telling you, all of your problems in your life will go away, and you may pick up a few new ones, but these will be good ones that'll turn you into steel and iron, that if you love Father and stick with Father, there's nothing they can do to you. Oh, they can make your life a living hell on this planet, and they already have. But Father has put his foot down now, and he said, I've had enough of it. There will be prosperity on this planet, and anyone that gets in the way at this point is going to become shredded garbage very soon. And if you doubt that, pay attention to what's going on. People are testing positive, especially world leaders. That's the saying that basically they've been given a death sentence, but it's going to be delayed until such time as, okay, if you want to live for a few more months or a year, we'll let you continue to play this whole circus game because it's covering up everything that we need to do. We want people to think all these dark beings are still in control so that we can root out the rest of them. And that's what's going on right now. So cheer up!
Something else you should know, if you mock Father or you say that there is no divine creator or master, you can easily be struck dead. And I want
Now is not the time to criticize Father.
Look at that comedian, that woman who was saying, I've had 3 shots and I've had that shot, and I still get my period every month. And next minute, she just keeled over. Boom.
And this is being replicated all over the world. You're just not seeing it. There are people like, oh, well, Jim finally passed, How many millions of people that have dropped dead, not only from the negative karma, but, man, if you've taken those shots, boy, you should be on your hands and knees begging Father for help and begging for forgiveness. Because I do believe a small percentage of these people will survive this. Okay? They're going to be forever changed. And they're not really going to be people anymore.
No, they're not going to be people. They'll be more android type of being.
But they'll be programmable. Maybe we can program them all to be good beings,
yes.
too, right? I mean, that would work, too, but...
Father's just making decisions, final decisions on what's
he's
about
had
to
enough.
happen.
He really has, and speaking from a being that was quite dark at one time, and not a very nice being, there is a path back. There is. And if you think you've done things in your life that are unforgivable, that's the lie. They don't want you to connect with Father. You're here to have an experience. And as a soul, Father loves you. And Father wants to hear what you have to say. And Father thinks that each of us is important. And we each have a role to play in helping other beings too. You are a beacon of light, even if you were one that was dark before.
If you were a dark being one time, and now you're a being of the light,
you may shine brighter than all the other lights.
All of them, because you've already been down that path. And as I have explained to you guys before, in those 12 strands of the original DNA, there is a darker side.
Yeah, it's a darker side.
But that darker side, you are here to learn how to wield it in a way that does not cause harm, does not destroy.
In a way that gives you additional discernment. Now, I'm not, like I said before, and I know Victoria said before, we're not talking about, true acts of darkness and evil. We're talking about a seasoning. A little bit of pepper goes really good on eggs. A little bit of salt. Okay, the seasoning makes the food. And that's what Father is trying to make you understand. That He needs beings like us. That we're necessary. That we must continue to do what Father says. Because if we do not, all the new worlds that He wants to open up, okay? All the new places, all the new things, all the new experiences, He has a cornucopia, a wonderland just waiting for us. And it's sort of like that first time you went to Disney before you found out it was an evil, horrible place, and you believed all the fantasies and the love. There really are places like this that are just astounding, filled with love and light and joy, and that's what's waiting for all of us. And it's coming to this planet. All you have to do is hang on for a little while longer, resonate positively, connect with Father every day.
And anytime you feel it coming on, because I'm guilty of it too, guys. I'm imperfect too. And there are days when I just don't want to do this anymore. The last few weeks have been some of the hardest for us.
They've been rough,
us getting sick and feeling really low. And I mean, there was a point there where I couldn't even go to the hospital, but I was probably borderline pneumonia. And I want you guys to know that when you're at your lowest, that's when you need Father the most.
And that's usually when they want to hit you with something else, too. Because they cheat, they lie, and they steal. But the energy that is coming through right now is changing things. It is changing. It will get better. When the Ancients Speak, this is Mike and Victoria, and just wanted to say thank you for visiting, and have a great day.